Welcome to the Mental Roulette journey. My mission to get the Mount achievement. If you don't know how Mental Roulette works, it's a duty that can either give you a guild hest, a normal dungeon, be it story or optional, a trial, or a normal raid, and alliance raids. And the most exciting one, you can get an extreme trial, which is always fun. Come along with me in this long journey and see what kind of shenanigans we get ourselves into. If you enjoyed this type of content, consider liking, commenting, and subbing for more FF14 goodness. But for now, let's get to it. So here we are again, back at it, at the grind. I kept telling myself, like, do I really want to return this? Do I really want to do 10 guild hests? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Doing things mid-game, mid-patch, I mean, it's kind of rough when you've experienced most of the interesting content, for me, at the very least. I don't do any crafting, just letting you know. But yeah, you know what? Why not grind for the mount of Mental Roulette? Could be fun. But to keep things a lot more interesting, I'm going to be using from now onwards a job roulette to see what I can get, because I play every job in the game somewhat decently, I'd like to believe. But yeah, so I think just having a random roulette just spinning for whatever job we get could make these mental roulettes a lot more interesting. So let's do it. So what do we get this time? I'm very spooked. I can play literally anything but tank. And of course I get a tank. Of course I get a tank. I get Gunbreaker. I mean, like, out of all of the roles in the game, tanking is probably my least favorite, but we'll do it. Tanking time. It is time for Gunbreaker. I have not played Gunbreaker in a while, so let's see how this one goes, shall we? I hope we get something fun. You know, I would like an ultimate. God, imagine if you get an ultimate on Mental Roulette, dude. Can you imagine that? But getting it like an extreme would be kinda sick. I've done most of my Aromaborn extremes synced. Minimum item level, no echo. I haven't done all of them, but I've done most of them. I'm quite well experienced. And we get a level 98. Oh god. Okay. I'm kind of spooked, not gonna lie. Let's do this. Oh god, please don't judge me too hard on my tanking. Please, I don't really tank a whole lot, and you know, I kind of do my best. And my best can be kind of like, you know, something that I keep telling myself that I keep not doing is that, oh god. I just woke up, by the way. I'm like, oh, what does everybody do? I don't know. But something that I need to do, and it's just good to have like as something to do in general as a tank, is that using your invuln aggressively in your mob pools will save a lot of resources for your healers. So if you can help it, if you can actually like use your invuln as soon as you can, especially if it's a big mob pool where you get the most value out of it, right? Oh my god, this is like crazy. Kind of crazy that the mob pool has not died yet, but you know, Dawntrail mob pools, especially, you know, the later dungeons, is like, oof, you know, they're super tanky. My tanks are not well built either, so it's like they're kind of lacking behind on gear. Again, you're gonna be watching some scuffed Gunbreaker content right now. Very scuffed. But yeah, so I haven't done Mental Roulette. Oh my god. Well, I did the wrong thing there. I'm not doing a very good job. Oh my god. Come on. Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It will be fine. Try to get them nice and stacked up. Is it good for me to use my 2-minute burst here? Probably, right? I would assume so, at least. Believe it or not, using Heart of Light there, that's the name of it, yes. Heart of Light is actually a good mitigation, because in Dawntrail, they made Heart of Light actually do physical damage reduction as well. So if you don't have anything to use, or, you know, if you want to just use another mitigation, but you don't want to use your powerful mitts, you know, what is it? Dark Missionary and Heart of Light are very good ones. Dark Missionary, by the way, is for Dark Knight. But yeah, let's do it. There's always a fun boss. I like the bosses of this dungeon, honestly. I'm very bad. Like, one thing is that I'm very bad at dungeon, like, mob pools, you know? So I'm not very good at, like, grabbing mobs and putting them in a way that is, like, good for AoE damage and stuff. Can I do this little trick? I did it! Nice! I don't usually do that trick a whole lot, because sometimes it just straight up doesn't work. Why did I use Heart of Corundum? Who knows? Don't know. If you're just as confused, so am I. So we're all just, you know, it's a mystery for all of us. Okay, trade wide. But yeah, it's like, I've been wanting to go back into Mental Roulette, of course, because it's fun. It's like just kind of something to do, and I do like the randomness. But recently, I've been just not really having a whole lot of fun playing. Just not doing dungeons. I haven't really been really having a whole lot of fun playing dungeons in this game, because they all feel very samey, if that makes sense. Like, they're not really interesting. They're not really difficult, but, you know, that's normal for a dungeon, especially a story-based dungeon like this one. But the thing is that even optional dungeons, they're, like, kind of samey. But they can be fun if you get, like, a bunch of people that do not know what they're doing. Those are my favorite. You know, something that I really genuinely do enjoy, and I think that's not a very popular take, is that, you know, if we have a party full of new people, it is probably my favorite way of actually experiencing old content, because you never know what's gonna happen, you know? And I love a good challenge. I mean, if you're not familiar with my content, I make mostly challenge runs and stuff, so I'm all about doing challenge runs. I love a good challenge. Keeps things so much interesting. So having a full party of sprouts is like the best thing ever. I love having a full party of sprouts. Nice. Okay, I'm doing that pretty consistently, but you know, it's kind of ping based, and I guess my ping is not super bad right now. I've been my brain has been turned off, by the way, in this. I've been on auto mode, by the way. I've not been paying attention whatsoever, so yeah. But you know, maybe I can get back into like creating mental roulette videos. Could be fun to just do something outside of challenge runs. And it would allow me to like create more content without, and not just challenge runs. So, you know, kind of breaking the pace a little bit, having something different for everybody. And these can be like their own challenges in a way, you know? Depending on what kind of teams you get, this can be its own challenge, which is fun. Did I use too many mids here? I might have used a little bit too many mids, and I didn't really need it. I mean, I should be using my invuln, but God, I'm not used to tanking. I guess that would also be a good way for me to, like, you know, improve my tanking skills and just improve some other jobs in general, because even though I do play every job and I do know how every job works, I'm very much I don't have any practice with them, right? So this would be a great reason to, you know, would be a good excuse to improve. Is this the entire pole? It sure is. Okay, cool. Get them together as close as I can get them. And I think something that I might catch myself doing, that could be maybe fun. You know what? Let's just kind of talk about random shit, shall we? Like, what do you like doing in FF14? Like, generally, what do you personally do in FF14? I can tell you more or less what I like doing, other than, like, challenge runs and stuff. Something that I really enjoy doing is raiding in this game. I love raiding, but I love raiding in any MMO that I play. Funnily enough, I'm actually doing I raided in series where I'm playing as many MMOs as I can and try to raid in them. I've done that to DC Universe, Throne and Liberty as well. So, currently working on a video for Dungeons and Dragons. Maybe it's already out at the time of you watching this video, or maybe it isn't. Who knows? It's something that I just straight up really enjoy doing. But one thing that is just rough is doing them in Party Finder. I do not have a static, by the way. I do not have a static. And I do not know when I'll have a static, but sadly my schedule doesn't even benefit a static whatsoever. I can't be super consistent on, you know, having the time to be there, especially if I'm like working on other videos and stuff. But you know, it's like it can maybe happen in the future. I'm not sure. Could happen. It would make my life a lot easier, but yeah, so I really like raiding. And I've been trying for the life of me. Been trying so hard to freaking beat M9S, but I just cannot. Just cannot. I'm stuck in Party Finder hell for M9S. I do not think that M9S is really that bad. I've beaten harder savages than M9S on Party Finder, especially in Pandemonium. And it's like, just, dude, I cannot believe that I'm stuck in M9S as long as I have. But, you know, maybe one day I'll beat it. But that is one of my favorite things to do in 14. I also just really like learning jobs whenever I can, right? I like learning jobs, especially if I'm like just in the mood to do them. Especially more recently, what I've been really liking is Monk. I've been loving playing Monk a lot. I'm not a melee player. I'm a black mage main. I love casters in any MMO that I play, so I'm a mage main. But I've been just loving playing Monk recently, and kind of really want to like try to raid as Monk someday. I do not know when I'll do that, but it could be fun. Could be fun, really putting my Monk skills to the test. I'm not a very good Monk, but I really enjoy playing Monk, which counts for something, right? I have not been using my reprise very aggressively. Well, good thing that I do have a, you know, that we're playing Gunbreaker, just because Gunbreaker has such a fun damage rotation. Because sometimes in these dungeons, you really hardly ever use your mid, especially in dungeon bosses. This is what, like, one of the few exceptions, right? Because it is a Dawntrail dungeon, so they do kind of hit a lot harder than usual, than most of your older content dungeons. But, you know, it is pretty fun being able to play a tank and actually have, like, an interesting damage rotation. Especially, you know, when you don't need your mids. Oh boy, okay, we got it, nice, perfect, awesome. I just really like Gunbreaker. Like, I would not mind trying to learn how to play Gunbreaker. I've raided as Gunbreaker before, but honestly, the tanking experience while raiding has been in only a Realm of Born, minimum item level, no echo, and believe you me, minimum item level, no echo, or Realm of Born extremes are pretty damn exciting. Like, I genuinely really love just like playing just anything at that level. It's just generally so fun. Okay, my invuln just ran out, so we use the rest of my mitts. The good thing about the invuln of Gunbreaker is that you can hear it pretty well. Like, whenever a Gunbreaker invulns, you hear it. You hear it very well. It's like, oh yeah, invuln, Gunbreaker just invulned. Okay, don't need to heal, which is good. And I do think that the Dark Knight invuln, the Living Dead of Dark Knight, is also like kind of the same. Whenever a Dark Knight uses the invuln, like, oh yeah, I know when the Dark Knight is using the invuln. So that's good. Yeah, we bring... Oh, I wish I had my invuln here. Actually, this would have been a better time for me to use my invuln. Oh, man. I don't have any mitts other than, like... Oh, yeah, I do have, like, you know... Heart of Light will have to do for now. Big AoE burst. I love the AoE of Gunbreaker so much. So fun. If you're ever curious on, like, what is my favorite tank... I'd say that Gunbreaker is pretty close, but Dark Knight is easily my my favorite tank in the game so far. I just love the aesthetic. I'm an edgelord, okay? What can I say? I love my edgy Dark Knight jobs. It was my very first tank that I ever unlocked. I actually waited until I beat Heavensward for me to actually start tanking for the first time, believe it or not. I was thinking about like starting Warrior or Paladin when I was progressing through a Realm of Born, because I was already healing in a Realm of Born. I was like, I started as a black mage, and then eventually I moved to white mage, and I was like, okay, I kind of want to start tanking, but I didn't really care for Paladin. I didn't really care for Warriors. Like, I'll wait until Heavensward so I can do Dark Knight. That could be fun. Okay, let's go. Oh, I messed up my... Okay, don't worry about it. You guys haven't seen anything. Don't worry about it. Completely messed up my entire rotation. Nice. I really do not know how to, like, be a good Gunbreaker. So if you have any tips, like, for any job that I get in, if you see, like, anything that's, like, that could be improved, do let me know. Do be nice, please. I do play every role in the game. I play every job in the game, but I'm not a professional. I do like playing pretty much all of them. I do have my favorites and I have my least favorites, but I do enjoy playing all of them. to a certain degree. Especially depending on some like level range. Some level ranges are really fun. Like genuinely, they're really fun. For example, I really like playing Ninja at level 50. Really like playing Ninja level 50. Really love playing Black Mage at level 50. Which, funnily enough, I used to be like a hater level 50 Black Mage in Endwalker. But now I'm like, dude, I want to do the Binding Coals of Bahamut as Black Mage whenever I get the chance, dude. I want to do it so bad. And there we go. Well, not really, but you know, half of the fight is done. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, I'm sorry. I usually just forget what I'm talking about all the time. I always like get sidetracked with another topic. I think that's my ADHD showing. But what do you like doing in FF14? What do you usually do in FF14? Are you a crafter gamer? Are you a raider? Do you like going to social venues? Will that hit? It sure did. Awesome. Like, what do you do? I would like to know. Now, one of the things I actually don't do a whole lot in this game is actually socializing. Believe it or not. Socializing in my MMORPG? Not me. I would never. I'm a very solo gamer. I play most of my multiplayer games solo, which is kind of funny to really think about that. The boss is almost dead, which is nice. I think one thing that tanks like to do is just use meds regardless if they are needed or not, because in the long run you're actually helping the healer to heal less or to just be pressing buttons. Because right now I have like cardio on me from a Sage. It's like, you know, I don't really need a whole lot of meds. I think a lot of my self-sustained is pretty good. I don't really need anything interesting going on for me. And these tank clusters are like, yeah, that is easily done with like healed with cardio. But yeah, good stuff. GG's. Okay, let's see what the next mental roulette has in store for us. But first, we spin the wheel again. What's gonna be the job that we're gonna get this time? Oh wow, we were just talking about Monk. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Alright, Monk it is then. What a coincidence, huh? What a coincidence. We're gonna be gaming as Monk. Now you'll be able to judge me super hard on how I play Monk. Because I'm not the best Monk. But one thing that I really want to say... Oh no, Monk doesn't have... Oh my god, my item level is too low. What, really? Oh my god, really? Oh my god, I have not leveled my Monk whatsoever. Holy crap. Can I get... I'll just spend a few million, sure, on crafted sets just so I can go as Monk. Yeah, dude, I just, like, I've been only gearing up my freaking Black Mage and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Will this be enough? Oh my god, sure. Sure. Don't worry about it. I have the money for now. I'll soon be broke, I'm sure. Necklace. Oh yeah, this is like the... Oh my god, I forgot about it. Yeah, these are the magical girl items. There you go, perfect. Exactly 745. Perfect. Almost queued for a normal raid. Could you imagine? Completely forgot what I was saying, but don't worry about it. One thing that I do want to say is that if we do get a guild hest, that will nullify this job, which means I'll be playing as a monk for the next content. It'd be kind of a shame to get a fun job and then have it be wasted on a guild hest, you know what I mean? So, you know, time to wait and see. Well, it's not an 8-man party. Every time I'm like, oh man, is this gonna be an 8-man party? No. Oh, someone is new to Sage. Oh, dude, I haven't done this dungeon in a while. It is level 50. No, it's level 60. Oh my god. Every time I get this dungeon, it's like, oh, this is like a level 50 dungeon. No, it is not. It is Heavensward content, which means I have access to my Masterful Blitz, which is exciting. Let's do this. Gaming time. So I have done a few... I've done a few mental roulettes off-stream. Off-stream. Oh my god, I'm not streaming right now. Which, by the way, if you want to check it out, link in the description. But, I've done it off, like, just outside of recording. And I do not know how many I've done. It's not many. I haven't done many. But, I'll need to see how many, dungeons I've done. Or how many mental roulettes I've done since the last time I did it. Since the last time the other episodes released. Oh, what is this? Can we just tank this? We kinda can. It is like a big, you know, paralyze. This is gonna be interesting to do as healer only. Like, I do not know any. I hardly remember any of these optional dungeons at all. You know? Have barely any memory of it. Because you barely ever get it, you know? So it's fun getting these whenever we do get it. Okay. Masterful Blitz. Tornado Kick on this. Kind of a waste, I think. But I'll use it because I'm pretty sure it's gonna, you know, it's not gonna last until the next mob pool. Actually, I do not know how long they last, like the Masterful Blitz. Well, I messed up my little rotation. My positional, I mean. Oh, it attacks faster while in this like little thing. Oh, you kind of just like need to keep taking it away. Very interesting. But I never really played a whole lot of Monk over on Endwalker. And I think the reason why is because you had to keep like some buffs and stuff that was really difficult for me to keep up. And I didn't really play Monk that way. But when they kind of removed it and Dawn Trail's like, oh, I'll try Monk again. It's been a lot more fun. But I'm also someone, okay, I think this might be a hot take. I'm pretty sure this is a hot take because I made a video about job identity not a while ago. And people were pretty spicy about it. But, you know, even though Monk was not my job in the Endwalker, like I found it personally too difficult, I kind of feel bad for the players that did enjoy Endwalker Monk and its complexities. I know that like in other expansions, Monk was really like complicated and people really loved how complicated Monk was. I appreciate, I'm happy to be able to enjoy Monk right now, but I'm a little bit sad that Monk just kind of, you know, became simpler to use. And I usually be like, making a job simpler doesn't always make it better as an experience, perhaps, if that makes sense. That really varies from person to person, right? People sometimes have ping issues, and sometimes the job is just not good if you have like high ping whatsoever. So some jobs get changed in a way that benefits that, and it's like a more consistent experience. Job balancing and job identity is always a very tough thing to really manage in any game, not only in FF14. But yeah, I never used to be a Monk gamer in Endwalker. I enjoyed Monk when I like got really into it and I managed to like keep my buffs up and stuff. But if I didn't play Monk for like 2 days or something, I was immediately rusty. Oh my god, that is a long aggro range. Holy crap. I was not expecting that. Ah, damn. Oh, is this the pole? Okay. I think I'll just use my 1-2-3 combo. Perfect. Yeah, I do wonder what 8.0 has in store for us. I genuinely do wonder. I'm very curious. Because I miss my Endwalker Black Mage. I'm one of those gamers. I miss Endwalker Black Mage. I loved Endwalker Black Mage. It's probably the thing that really made me love the game as much as I used to. It was my favorite job. And it was so rewarding as well. I know it was very unfriendly to beginners or people with like rough ping and stuff. You can't really mess around too much. But man, did I love Endwalker Black Mage so much. So I'm very curious to see what we're gonna get in 8.0, what they're gonna do to the jobs. Hopefully they will remain fun. Oh, what the hell? Oh yeah, this is where like you fight a snail of sorts, and then it does like lightning damage and stuff. I have no idea, dude. You know, I should be doing my AoE rotation, but I'm so committed to using my single target rotation, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. Like I started my single target rotation, and then I was like, oh, maybe I should be doing my melee, my AoE. Like, it's fine. It's fine. Alright, big snail. Let's go at it. I have no idea what this boss does. I don't remember, but we'll figure it out. There's a tether. There's a Ramu tether. Does it just do damage, or is it like, do you break the tether? I have no idea. Tornado kick. Big damage. Wait, do we? Oh, what the? What? Use mantra here. I'm still in range. True north. I'm sorry, maybe I should have moved. Oh god. No! Oh my god, this is awful. I'm dead. I'm not dead. I messed up my masterful blitz. Oh my god, this is awful. Oh, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Wait, what? Oh, the Mega Volt. This is where you use like the little puddles to like negate the damage. I don't know, but it's dead. We've done it. Nice. Sometimes I think to myself, if I'll ever get a the big mentor crown, because I don't have the big mentor crown. I only have the combat crown. But I think I'm pretty satisfied with just having the combat crown. It is kind of what I'm more experienced with, you know. I'm not really a crafting mentor. I know that if you have like a big mentor crown, doesn't really mean that you know everything about crafting. But you can only get it if you do some crafting, like if you max out a few crafters. I think you need like one maxed gatherer and one maxed crafter, question mark? I don't remember. But I'm like, I'm pretty happy with just combat crafters. Or combat mentor. Oh my god. I'm still waking up, I'm sorry. But sometimes I do think about it. Can I use my perfect balance? Ow. Oh, that is actually a pretty nasty bleed. What the hell? Excuse me. Oh. I was like, why can't I attack it anymore? It's because it got defeated. Even though it can still be targeted. That's why I got a little bit trippy. Got a little bit confused. I think this will be a fun dungeon to do as healers only, genuinely. I'm so excited to do like Heaven's Word content as healer only. So excited. But how, the way that I edit my videos, I wonder how many mental roulettes I'll get in each video. I guess it highly depends, right? Highly depends on what we get. Can I get a tornado kick for the upcoming boss fight? So how long will this last? 30 seconds. Okay. That's a pretty long time. Okay. That's pretty good. But kind of depending. I wouldn't be surprised if some. Oh no, my masterful blitz is gone. Oh, never mind. It doesn't last 30 seconds. But I was like, depending on what kind of content or how much I have to talk about in each like instance of mental roulette. I guess kind of depends on how much you guys will see, how many mental roulettes you'll see. Because currently I'm yapping a lot, so I'm probably gonna leave a lot of my yapping in the video. But if I don't have anything to say, and if we get a guild test, you know, that's gonna be pretty quick. Oh, come on, my perfect balance. Okay. Thank you. So what do we do here? I think that's just big explosions, so you stay away. Right? I'm pretty sure. Perfect. Oh, is that a poison? Oh, the shields from Sage actually blocked the poison. So for those that do not know, if your shield soaks the entire damage of a status effect, if your shield soaks the entire damage of a status effect and it does not break, oh my god. Okay, that worked out. Nice. It will not apply the status effect. I'm sorry, like, I'm gonna say it again. If your shield soaks the entire damage of a status effect and doesn't break, the status effect does not get applied. I do not know if there's exceptions to it, but a lot of debuffs do work like that, just like the one that you've seen, where the shield actually soaked the damage from that big poison attack, and we didn't get the poison. But, you know, the more you know. Anyway, back to the wheel. What do we get this time? It'd be kind of fun if we get like a healer, then we have played DPS, tank, healer. Oh, we're gonna be playing Viper. Interesting. Okay. Viper is good in pretty much every level range, so that's gonna be interesting. I haven't played Viper in so long. I haven't played Viper in so damn long, dude. But, well, time to revisit it. It is another job with, like, you know, not good gear. Oh, but I just so happen to have, wow. Oh, there you go. Actually, I'm good. I just so happen to have good gear. Good enough gear to be part of Mental Roulette. So, Viper is, like, my least favorite melee DPS. And I think the main reason is just because it kind of plays itself, if that makes sense. If you enjoy Viper, more power to you. Just not my really thing. Just not my thing. It's kind of the same thing goes for a Summoner. But I do play like a decent amount of Summoner. But it's like the caster that I play the least. It's that or Picto. Actually, I don't play a whole lot of Picto, even though I really love Picto. Well, it means that I need to get back into playing Picto more. But yeah, we'll see what kind of content we get as a Viper in the upcoming Mental Roulette. Here we go. And we are in Stone Vigil Hard. Interesting. Okay. So I was wondering, I really wanted to ask this because I personally really like this type of content. I really like making really long videos. It's personally my favorite content to watch. I love watching hour-long videos, like 2 to 3, even 7 hours. Like the most recent video, the longest recent video that I've watched is 7. No, that is untrue. I was gonna say I watched a 7-hour long video about Fear and Hunger, and I was like, oh yeah, that's easily the hardest video, the longest video that I've watched as of recent. But no, I actually watched someone beat Final Fantasy 12. Oh my god, Final Fantasy 2 recently. And by doing that, the video was 12 hours long. It's like, yep, I love this type of content. And I was wondering, do you guys enjoy watching long videos? Because I personally really like watching long videos. It's just kind of my favorite thing. Even though, like, sure, I don't really watch the whole video in one sitting. That's not really the point of these videos, right? You just kind of, you kind of pace yourself. Watch maybe an hour, a few minutes, and then go back to the video. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. So we have a few new gamers. This is going to be an interesting Stone Vigil. Stone Vigil Hard is the one with a final boss where you cannot tank. So that's going to be something interesting to know. Oh, I'm actually kind of scared for the cannons mechanic. Let's see how this one goes. But yeah, so that's why my videos are as long as they are. Because I just kind of like the idea of making long videos. Because I'm like, I usually like seeing it in this way, like I'm kind of keeping you company while you do something else in the background. Or maybe if you just really watch, like you enjoy watching the entire video. I really like the idea of like, oh yeah, you kind of have me right now in the background while you're doing something else. Maybe an FF14, another game, maybe chores or something. I'm just like keeping you company. I really like that vibe. I really like that idea. And I was wondering like, do you enjoy these long videos? Is this something that you enjoy watching? Because I sure love doing it, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep doing it. Usually my short videos is when I actually script the entire video, and I just cannot make a long video that is scripted. Because I usually just kind of run out of like things to script in a video. So they usually, I think the longest video that I've done that is fully scripted is like 40 to 50 minutes long. And that is a very old video about Ex Mortis. Shout out to those who know what Ex Mortis is. For those who that do not know, it's just a, oh god, positional. I forget that I need to learn my positionals. For those that do not know what Ex Mortis is a Flash horror game. A very old Flash horror game that I made on one of my YouTube channels. And I had a lot of fun doing that. And that was probably the longest scripted video that I've ever done. And I do not want to do that again. I dislike scripting. And I dislike voicing scripts. So if I can kind of do it like in a more like, I don't know, natural way, just kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of talking and yapping to you guys while we do some content together. I think that's pretty fun. I like that more than, you know, scripting. I do not enjoy scripting at all. So if I can avoid it, the better. But yeah, so far so good. I remember this dungeon being kind of a mess in healer only. I do not know in which episode this was in healer only. But I know that, I do not know why I'm single targeting. But I know that this dungeon was pretty messy. Like the very first boss was like kind of a mess. Oh, whoops, messed up my rotation. Remember when I said that this job kind of plays itself and I still mess it up? They do not know what to tell you. Do not know what to tell you. I'm good at the video game, I promise. Trust me, I am good at the video game. Okay, kill that guy. But yeah, in healer only, this was a pretty messy dungeon. I think mostly the first boss was actually the issue because we wiped a few times on the very first boss. So I'm not sure if the AoE of Viper is a gain on 2, especially at this level range. I'm not quite sure. Okay. Can I? Yes, we can't kill him in time. Maybe I should just use like a few true norths. Because they have such a small hitbox. Kind of hard to like tell whenever you're like landing a positional and stuff. I wish there was like a more visible way to really know if you're landing a positional or not. Like a ding, maybe, I don't know, visual flare that like, I don't know, a glowy effect happens that you're like, oh yeah, you did land that positional, because currently I'm like, oh, did I land that? I don't know. Let's hope I did. But yeah, the amount of damage that I'm doing right now with Viper is crazy. Viper is just crazy in damage in general. Oh yeah, at the time of the making of this video, Resident Evil Requiem released. Did you guys end up playing or watch someone play it? I played it myself, and god, that I love that game. I kind of want to play it again because I really want to get all of the achievements. Really want to get all of the achievements for RE9. But I'm kind of lazy because one of the achievements is like, oh, beat the game under 4 hours. I'm like, technically, it's not really that big of a deal, right? But the problem with you know, that achievement is that you kind of need to remember the layout of the map in a very efficient way, which I'm very bad at remembering literally anything ever. So like, trying to remember how to really traverse the map in a way that is like efficient and I can get everything done. It's always like, oh man, I can't. I've been wanting to like clear Resident Evil 1. Or more like, not clear. 100% Resident Evil 1. But like one of the achievements is like speedrun the game. I'm like, oh my god, you want me to speedrun Resident Evil 1? Have you seen how mazy the freaking mansion is, dude? I don't know. I'm not gonna remember any of it. I do not know where the key items are. Do not know what I need to get. And just having the idea of like having on my second monitor like a guide on how to do it is like, it's not gonna be really the most fun, you know, experience. I wish I could, like, if I'm speedrunning, I wish I could just like rely on my brain and not have like a guide on the second monitor be like, oh yeah, you can do it. You have to do this, this, and that. This is where the key items are, and you'll be fine. But you know how it be. You know how it be. So, oh my god, I keep... Oh, stop doing that, please. Okay, so let's see how the cannon will do, because a lot of beginners don't really know how to operate the cannons. But it looks like everybody knows how to operate a cannon, which is, I'm pretty happy about. I haven't needed to do any mentoring so far. Love to see it. Honestly, if you're watching these series, you probably know that in Mental Roulette, you're not really here to teach or help players. You're here to fill up empty slots. You know what I mean? Mental Roulette is really to just help you getting a, you know, help teams or parties get into a queue. That is why Mental Roulette has extremes in them, and why it like there's a good chance of you getting an extreme, because a lot of new players do Aromaborn extremes while queued. And if you wonder like, why though? Why do they do that? It's because there's quest lines are like, that will only be completed if you do Food Extreme, for example. You know? Okay, I need to fight this guy, or otherwise will die. So, you know, the likelihood of you getting... Oh my god, please. The likelihood of you getting a extreme is pretty high because you're going to be there to fill up the slots. That's why mentors get so many extremes. It's not because you're there to really help, per se, not really like there to mentor, but you're there to like fill up the party that is struggling to fill up. But yeah, the more you know. But you do tend to find a lot of new gamers in Mental Roulette because, for example, optional dungeons are very unpopular. Optional dungeons are very unpopular in just normal duty roulette because, well, they're optional, so you don't have to do them. And a lot of people don't even know that they exist, right? So, you know, the likelihood of a mentor landing on an optional dungeon that has a lot of new players is pretty high. And this one is optional. So I'm actually very surprised, pleasantly surprised with people knowing how to use the cannons. I like that. I think I will let the party know that the upcoming boss cannot be tanked. They cannot have aggro, so the tank doesn't get like confused on what's happening. Because the other bosses are pretty self-explanatory, right? You're going through them and you're like, oh yeah, I know what's happening. But the final boss of this dungeon, I really like it. I personally really like it. Feels like we're playing a fucking Monster Hunter game. Look at all of the body tails. Tails? Yeah, tails. To dodge mechanics. That's pretty fun. I see a big guy. I see a dragon guy, I mean, not a big guy. But the dragon guy will become a big guy, so I guess technically I'm somewhat correct. Kind of. Not really, but, you know. Alright, let's go. Let's go, gamers! Oh, did that LB actually land? I thought that was not going to snapshot properly. But it might have, actually. It might have. I let them know that this boss cannot be held aggro, and E. Let's do this. I don't think I have anything else to explain. I'm pretty sure. All right, let's go. That's a dash. Right. So landing positionals on a boss that does not have aggro is gonna be tricky, but thankfully you do have true charges of True North. That lasts, what, 15 seconds, I'm pretty sure. No, 10 seconds. Close enough. Now we do have another boss. I remember that in healer only, that tail attack is very misleading. Yeah, there you go. Like, it hurt, like, it hits you in places that usually, you know, it shouldn't hit you. But you know how a Rumbleborn is when it comes to snapshotting. That was a fun little rotation that I did there. Rotated around the bosses. Okay. Get some bloodbath going. Get some gaming in there. Oh, come on. I'm actually surprised that it didn't hit me there. I could have sworn that was gonna hit me, but it didn't. Okay. Oh my god. Come on. And we are done. Nice. GG's, everybody. GG's. I really like that Picto's glam. Very Power Ranger. All right. I think I have time for one more. One more mental roulette, shall we? But first we gotta spin the wheel. So what are we gonna get this time? Oh, no, mind getting another DPS. That was kind of fun. But we're gonna get, oh, well, a Bard. Yeah, playing Bard. Oh my god, I'm playing Bard. I like Bard, but god, I'm not a good Bard, dude. I'm not a good Bard. I'm such a rusty Bard. Or more like, I'm a very inconsistent Bard, but if we get like a low-level deity, I'm happy with that. I'll be happy with that. But yeah, let's hopefully we get a fun little trial. Well, not trial. I mean, it'd be cool if we could get an extreme to end the video on. That'd be sick, but we'll see. It's another 4-man, and we get a Stormblood dungeon, actually. Oh my god, I love the glam. I love the glam. All right. Let's see this. I haven't done this in actually, I was gonna say I haven't done this in a very long time, but I kind of remember this somewhat, kind of. All right, guys, don't judge me too much on my Bard gaming, or judge it. Tell me what I could experience. Maybe I'll like finally get the job in my mind, because currently I just cannot grasp. You know, yes, I cannot talk right now because I'm just looking at all my buttons. I do not know what all my buttons do. Oh my god. Okay. So I do have a Troubadour and Nature's Min, so I'll use Nature's Min to get some extra healing in there. I'm pretty sure Nature's Min does help the tank, especially a warrior healed more, which is good, so we'll do that. Yeah, do let me know if you like these videos, for sure, my mental roulettes. Because I do feel like I feel a little bit more like it's just me and you right now, right? Kind of technically, you know? Talking to you. I'm not talking to chat or anything of the sort. Just me and you. Kind of a private kind of deal. I don't want to know, do you like these type of videos? Do you? It feels like more personal to me. I do not know why. I don't know if this is weird or something, but while making a video that is like specifically for YouTube, or like exclusive video for YouTube, it feels like more personal, you know? Feels like we're more a on one-on-one type deal than on a chat, which I kind of enjoy, you know? Feels like I'm kind of just like kind of treating you like a friend in a way. It's probably not a good idea because that could develop like some very social behavior. But I kind of like it regardless. I kind of like the idea of like, oh yeah, we're kind of vibing, kind of talking about our day we've done and other things that we like talking and stuff. Kind of fun. I kind of enjoy the vibe for sure. It's kind of relaxing. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this is kind of relaxing. I guess that's a good way to really put it. Unless you're here to judge my bard gameplay, then it's not as relaxing. But you'd be a cool peep, right? You'd be like, oh, you're doing so good, Sora. You're doing such a good job at bard. You like, generally, probably the best bard to ever have barded in this video game. And I'm like, you know what? I love you for that. No, you're an absolute legend. Thank you. You're so kind. I appreciate it. Tell me more. tell me all the things. But yeah, if this is something that people really enjoy watching, I'll watch more. I'll do more for sure. It's also like a good break from just doing constant challenge runs. I enjoy my challenge runs, but having a little break here and there is a good thing. Oh, this is a poll. I was not looking at the cast bar. Whoops. It do be fine. It do be fine. I do like how active the rotation of a bard is. I really like how you're just pressing buttons 24/7, you know? You're always doing something. There's never downtime. God damn it, I dropped my dots. Crap. Well, it do be is. Me and dots genuinely in any games. Even though I really like keeping dots in any game that I play, I like poison in games and shit. I keep losing it. I keep like dropping it 24/7, which is just silly to me. Kind of wasted a good charge there. Oh, we can't pull more than this? Yeah, there's a wall here. Interesting. Okay, I'll use Troubadour just to help the tank a little bit. Because using Troubadour aggressively is pretty good on these pulls because you're just kind of helping the tank. Even though you're not helping the party per se, like the whole party, you're helping the tank, which is very good. Not like a warrior really needs my help, but you get the gist. It's good to help. If you have a mitigation, be sure to use it, especially as a DPS. Because DPS are also meant to mitigate damage. So if you have it, be sure to use it. You're going to be helping a lot more than you might think. Okay, apply both dots on these. And then apply Wind Bite on most enemies. I don't have Sprint. Oh my god, this is a... Oh, I wish I had Troubadour now, actually. Oh. Well, I have Nature's Mint, so that has to count for something, right? That has to count for something. These are fun pulls for sure. Get a cone, AoE this way. Kinda need to get like right in there so I can hit everybody. But even then, I think I'm like my AoE is actually not hitting everybody. Not quite, but okay. Nice. Perfecto. That was great. That was a great pull, team. Fantastic. Oh, this is where you get like transformed into a Spriggan and stuff. Oh, I have loot. I'll be there in a second. All right. And now do that. Maybe, you know something? Oh my god, I just wasted... what is that called? A refulgent arrow? Kind of sucks that I kind of wasted that. But, you know. But I think one great way to actually use mental roulette would also to get feedback from you guys. Whenever, like, I need, like, some help, I think it would be great. Because we're talking anyway, right? We're not doing an extreme or anything. I can just, like, talk to you guys and see what you guys, like, want to talk about and stuff. And I think asking for feedback would be awesome. Because I would love to know... Oh, that's not good. I'd love to know more about, like, what do you like, or, like, if you have any feedback about my content, what do you like to see, like, any ideas, suggestions, and stuff. It'd be sick. Like, if I need to announce something, I think it'd be cool to do it on a mental roulette. But, yeah, I don't know. Do not know. Oh, my dots have dropped again. Will that get that one? Oh, it did. Did we get it? Nice. I don't think I really have anything to really say. Or that I need feedback of. At least not at the moment. But if you have any feedback, like, generally, just let me know. Might not have anything in my mind currently, but I'm always open for some feedback. So I can improve my content and make it better. Though, do not expect any fancy editing. I'm not very good at fancy editing. Nor do I enjoy it. I'll use my 2-minute burst here, so I'll have it for later. I really like... Mental Roulette really makes me play all of the jobs that I do not play. I ended up playing Gunbreaker, which I do not play. I ended up playing Viper, now I'm playing Bard. The only job that I got that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm pretty confident on this one was Monk. But in general, like, I usually get jobs that I don't really play a whole lot, which is good. It's good. It's not a bad thing. Makes me improve on the job, which is fun. I love that Pitch Perfect is AoE now. Oh man, I love that it's AoE. I do not know when they made that decision. That Pitch Perfect is now AoE, but god do I love it. You can also just let me know. You know what? What other games do you play? Do you play any other MMOs? If so, what kind? Like, one thing that I'm always taking, like, information, that I like taking information about, any more suggestions and stuff, is that I want to know more about MMOs, RPGs, because of my I Rated In series. I'm always expanding that list of, like, how many MMOs I'm playing. I plan on, like, making a video about and stuff, and visiting and stuff. That list is always increasing, so if you guys have any information, like, any MMOs that you'd like to let me know of, and you'd like to really see me play through, let me know. Like, genuinely, let me know. If you're curious, I have 70+ games on my I Rated In list. It's gonna take a very long time. This is gonna be like a project that's gonna be for years, you know? I'm gonna be doing this project for years, which I'm excited about. It's a long form kind of thing for my channel, which I'm very happy about. But, you know, if you guys have any MMOs that you'd like to see me play, or just give me a suggestion, just let me know, and I would love to add it to the list. More games, the merrier. Or, like, if you want to be part of this, by the way, if you want to be part of this, of these series, you're more than welcome. My Discord is in the description. So if you want to join it and you want to see the next game that we're progging, be sure to join in. It's a great excuse to play games that you would otherwise not play whatsoever, you know, with like-minded people. And I think for like at the writing of this video, I'm currently progging DC Universe. Oh, I messed it up. Damn. But yeah, I'm currently progging DC Universe. Ow. Troubadour. And we're kind of getting close to having like a full party to raid in that, which is exciting. DC Universe has been like surprisingly such a fun game to play. I'm so happy to be playing that. That was such a fun find. There's some other MMOs I really want to get back into and like do proper justice. For example, Throne and Liberty. I made a video about Throne and Liberty and I didn't have enough people for it, and I did not have a good time playing that game, even though I was there day one when Throne and Liberty released. And it was so fun. Genuinely, like, if I didn't have FA14, I would not be surprised if I was like a Throne and Liberty gamer. You know what I mean? But I visited the game after 1 year of not playing. I just realized I'm dropping my dots all the time. And the game is just so different, and like, not in a good way either. It's like not an improvement or anything. And just kind of sucks. Just kind of sucks. And I tried to raid in that, and I tried to use the party finder of that because I didn't have a full party. Because for the raiding scene, you need 12 people for that, which is rough. And I don't have that. Okay, look away. So, you know, it was a rough experience. So I kind of want to revisit it with a full party, which I'm very excited about. But yeah, if you have any MMOs ideas, let me know. And that will be it for today's video. It's great to be back to this grind. Nothing super crazy happened in these roulettes, but it was a great few roulettes to get myself into the mentor grind. Let me know what you think of these roulettes. But for now, I must thank these wonderful peeps that are supporting the channel through Twitch subs. Vardis, Zirin, Resolute Visit, Renkai, Ultrox, and Mimiko. Your continuous support allows me to keep creating content like this. But for now, I'll be seeing you on my next video.